No, their relations mysteriously changed by poem number 38 by saying, I waited all night, by midnight I was on fire. In the dawn, hoping to find a dream of you. I laid my weary head on my folded arms, but the songs of the waking birds tormented me, which is followed 6 poems later by My hollow eyes and gaunt cheeks are your fault. What is happening in this relationship?
This relationship has evolved because the end of love is less important than its occurrence, which for some people is inevitable, like the succession of the seasons or death.
Alright, and as the poem comes to an end, what are the concluding lines? I hate the sight of coming day, since that morning when your insensitive gaze turned me to ice, like the pale moon in the dawn. What do those lines imply?
The final poems in the sequence are fraught with grief, misery, and bitterness, as the earlier ones were radiant with joy. This part implies death in the life of the woman in the poem. In conclusion, this series does not end sensationally because it ends the way such matters often do in life, in rejection, estrangement, and bitterness. The poems suggest that love begins, grows, wanes, and sometimes ends. One cannot always explain it. Love can be like that. It does end, and that is as much a part of the actual trajectory of life as unending love or marital fidelity.
Now, why are the Marichico poems so remarkable?
They blend romance and realism with the extremities of ecstatic love by becoming part of the same world of experience as abandonment. They are also remarkable because they are free of moral pronouncement and for the narrative they frame. It allows for a great capacity for impersonal poetics, more so than his other love lyrics.
Well, thank you so much for your insight onto the two Rexroth poems that we just went
No
over.
problem.
And his transition in his poems greatly depicts on how he differed in life from expressing his anarchist views after World War II to his more nature-like and carefree views in his later years. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.